Either we are alone in the universe or we are not, but both are equally terrifying. This was said by Sir Arthur C. Clarke. Our universe is 13.8 years old and it filled with trillions of planets. Okay? But have you seen an alien? Have you seen an alien ship? I haven't. I know you haven't as well. So why is that? Maybe there is something that holds everyone back from developing to see another alien, to another alien spaceship, or go through the entire universe to find new planets, new alien species. Maybe something that holds us back. Maybe that's a great wall. Yes, just like in China, which separated China from surrounding world. Let me explain about that in this video. The Great Wall, the great filter that hold everyone back. Okay, this concept was first introduced by Enrico Fermi, who is a physicist, and he asked, "Where is everyone?" This concept is called the Fermi Paradox. Okay, I am explaining one part of it, the Great Wall concept. Okay, the Great Wall, yeah. You can say it, call it as a great filter as well. As I told you, if the universe is this much old, we need to see lots of aliens around in this space. Okay, but we haven't seen anything, or maybe we can't catch up with our technology with them. Okay, let me tell you why. Okay, uh, consider this as the timeline. This is the timeline. Okay, and this is the wall. Wall filter. As humans, we either on this side or this side. In order to reach, this is the earth. Okay, and this is the wall, and this is, consider this as another alien planet. Okay, now we are advancing our technology, and we need to pass this wall in order to see the alien planet here. But what if this wall is holding everyone back and not letting any technology to go beyond this limit to see another alien planet? Okay, this is called the Fermi Paradox, and either we are here, or maybe like that, maybe alien planet in here, and our earth maybe in here. Okay, we are going to this direction, advancing with our technologies. That's why we can't see this alien planet. Okay, maybe we are here or here, and this alien planets also need to bypass this wall to see us, and it can't do that in maybe someday, but currently it haven't. That's why you can't see aliens in our space. Okay, and also we are also advancing technology, and we remove the previous old technologies, and we can't go back and see those aliens that have about in early stages before meeting this great wall filter. That's the reason. Okay, let me introduce you and explain you what will happen if we are in this side, and also we are in that side. If we have passed the wall, and before and after, before we meet the wall, what happened? Let me tell you. This wall is also known as the Great Wall. Okay, Great Wall. This is it. Okay, so first let's look what if we are here. We are here. That means the wall is behind us, and we are going to this direction. This is our development. and we have already passed the Great Wall. What happened in this scenario? Let me tell you. Okay. This is the timeline. Okay. This is the timeline, and this is the wall, the Great Wall, according to the Fermi Paradox. Great Wall. And we are already here. This is us, humanity. Okay, we have already passed this wall. What if transforming from one cell species to multi cell species is such a challenging task? Okay, what if maintaining a body like this is such a challenging task in the universe? What if holding a pen like this is a challenging task in the universe? What if no other any species haven't achieved that technology yet, and they are still in very pre-knowledge, history pre-knowledge with, and they are still surviving, just taking food inside of their body and surviving, and reproduction, and they finally die. They didn't innovate anything, or they are not planning their futures. They have no technology, they have no computers, no mobile phones, no spaceships, nothing. They just survive, just like bacteria and animals that we see in our planet. Some animals are just surviving. Okay, what if those aliens are like that? That means they are here. Okay, we are here. We are with the humanity that we have, and we have millions and trillions of cells inside our body. We are consist of those body, and we are our body is maintaining every day, and we are educating, we learning new things, we use skills, we build things, and we have satellites, spaceships, and everything. What if they haven't reached that technology yet, and they are still behind that Great Wall? And that shows us we are the first, we are the ancient aliens. Okay, we are the ancient aliens. Okay, we have the technology that no one can achieve, no one have achieved yet. We are the ancient aliens, and we are the first. We are so rare, and also we are very lucky to be the first in the universe, because being the first one means we have lot of we have a lot of freedom in the universe. We can do whatever we want. Okay, no one can control us. Even in one day we can build spaceships, and we can go to travel to other planets, and also we can invade them. We can take whatever all the minerals and all the valuables in that planet, and take them to our side, and we can build many new things with them to reach higher level. Okay, that means we are the first. Okay, we should be so proud, because we are the ancient one, and we are the most intelligent species in the entire universe. That is possible if the Great Wall is behind us. We have already passed that. Okay, what if the time when we grow from one cell species to double cell and multiple cell species, and then we surpass this Great Wall, and we became here. Now humanity has reached to the stage that no one has ever reached, and we are the first. Even though there are trillions of planets in the entire universe, even though the universe is 13.8 billion years ago. I think million, 13.8 billion years ago, billion, no million, I mean, so old, right? We are here. That's the, actually this scenario is good, even though we are alone. That's why Fermi asks, where is everyone? Okay, maybe everyone is still behind that great wall. We are ahead of time. Okay, that's one concept. Let me tell you what we need to consider next, which is more dangerous. Okay, what if we still have to find that great wall and we are still behind in technology, being one-cylic species to multiple cell species, but still we have all the technology. We have pen, we have satellite, we have whiteboard, we have everything, we have clothes, we know what to do, we have the skills, but still that's not enough. What if the scenario is like that? Let me show you. If we have already passed this great wall, that means we basically survived the hardest part of the evolution, because we are the first and we haven't met anyone yet, and we have the full freedom, and we already passed the great wall, the mighty challenge. Let me show you what if we haven't, and we haven't met the great wall yet. Let me show you. What if the scenario is like this? This is the timeline. Okay, and this is the great wall, and humanity is still here. This is the scenario number 2. Okay, what if we are the first, or what if we are doomed? What if we reach to this wall, and by advancing our technology, with all the AI technology and with all the changes that we do in our earth, we make buildings and everything, we develop our science in biology, chemistry, physics, mathematics, every single field, and we make new spaceships, everything, and finally we are able to pass this wall and meet a new alien civilization. What if we have reached this, and what if suddenly we are able to travel beyond the solar system, and once we try that, suddenly the humanity will be vanished? What if this great wall is like a technological trap? Okay, with all the development we have, with all the science that going on right now, we build the technologies that we can reach to a new alien planet, but when we try to do that, suddenly our world will collapse, and our whole world will suddenly go on. That can be because of several things. That can be due to AI takeover, or that can be due to world war, or that can be due to climate collapse. There are many other reasons. Okay, we need to pass this great wall to meet aliens. Okay, what if this great wall is holding us back, and what if is that one is also a good thing? What if one day we surpass this great wall and found out the technology to reach alien planets, and then suddenly those aliens saw us, see us, and then they attack us, and they completely destroy us? That's possible. So in that day you might think, oh, we should have stay like before, we should have stay behind this great wall all the time because we were doing just fine. Okay, we were harvesting, we eat what we grow, and we go get the education, and we have all the fun, we can watch YouTube, we have every single technology we want, we have the entertainment inside this planet, or we can try to civilize Mars and also live there like that. Why we have tried to go beyond this world and try to communicate with aliens? What if they are bad? What if they try to attack us and invade us after finding out that we live and we are trying to compete with them? That's the dangerous part, because the universe is 13.8 billion years old. There have a lot of trillions of planets, and what if there are lots of civilizations that had great technologies, and they have used their technologies in order to surpass this great wall. This is a mathematical wall. What if they found the technology to go beyond their solar system and find other planets, and suddenly their civilization just vanished? Or that can be AI to take over anything, a war, anything. Okay, what if they are just vanished? What if that happened to us as well? That's the terrifying scenario of this situation. That's why we haven't found even intelligent species than us. What if in previous scenario we discussed why we haven't found even the low IQ still behind that great wall alien species. Okay, that's why we can't reach out to them, because they are still back in time and we are the first. What if there are a lot of people, lot of alien planets and lot of other universe that are above us? What if they are not communicating with radio waves or the technology that we currently use? What if they have a greater technology and they finally able to meet this great wall and they suddenly vanish? That's why we can't see them. If there are intelligent species than us, we need to see them in this space, because there are trillions of planets. What if that's the reason? What if they are also got vanished after surpassing this great wall, and the great wall is the danger? This is a mathematical and technological trap. What if the scenario is that? So it is better to stay in this position than go beyond this position. Okay, that's why when you look at the space, it is completely empty. If there are greater aliens, the greater, like, higher intelligent aliens than us, we need to see their ruins. For example, if we need to see, when we reach to the Mars, when we reach to the moon, we need to see the alien spaceship ruins. If they have visited there before, we can't see them, because they advance their technology and finally they able to go beyond their solar system, and suddenly they got vanished. Therefore they can't reach to our solar system and go to Mars or moon or even Earth, because they got vanished suddenly after surpassing this great wall. Might be that may be the reason. Okay, so maybe we are the first, or the danger is yet to come. One day we will have to face this great wall with all the technological advance we are gaining today. Okay, that's the terrifying scenario. Let me tell you an interesting fact. Philosopher Nick Bostrom told this thing. Okay, this is us, Earth, and this is Mars. What if one day we found alien spaceship traces inside of the Mars? And that's the thing we need to be scared the most. Okay, if we found the alien spaceship traces in the Mars, that means, think like this: universe has trillions of planets, and when finding a life that had before in our nearest neighbor, Mars, is very terrifying. Okay, that means we are too close, might be too close to the Great Wall. We are might be too close to the Great Wall, and we are maybe the next. Okay, that alien traces that we find on Mars, maybe the evidence that show us the Great Wall destroyed that civilization. What if we are in the next? Okay, if we had the technology, if we gain the technology to go to the Mars and find the alien traces there, that may be the worst case scenario. Okay, we need to be scared about that, because finding life in nearest planet, in our neighbor, means the life in the universe is too common. Okay, it means life is everywhere, because finding a life in a planet like Mars, which is situated in the next of our solar system after us, is terrifying. That means life is everywhere, and once every life passed that great wall, they got vanished, and only the ruins and only the traces leave behind. That means we are the next. Okay, next big thing is us. That's the danger.